So got them all cleaned off. I know there's going to be some people in the comments who are probably going to say that the ground's too wet, should have stopped watering 2 or 3 weeks ago. Generally speaking, that is correct, but our soil dries very, very quickly, and we found that if you stop watering before your bulbs swell up to the size you want, all of the foliage just dies and they stop growing. So with that out of the way, the first thing I want to look at, so these are the ones we just picked. These are the ones that I picked just before I made that video. So what we're looking for is definition in the cloves. You can kind of see how you can see all the individual cloves. This giant one is a much better example. Doesn't look round. You can see the actual cloves sticking through the papers. This one's a good example too. This one is probably the least good of an example. I can definitely feel them, but it looks a lot more round. And this one, given slightly less weeds, probably would have been a bit bigger. It definitely would not have gotten to that size, because just the clove it came from was likely a smaller clove. You can kind of tell from the stem here. When you plant, a lot of times you'll notice as soon as it sprouts, you'll either get a really, really fat stalk coming up or a slightly skinnier one. The bigger ones will almost always yield a much, much bigger bulb. So that's kind of one of the reasons why they say you want to plant your biggest bulbs, or your biggest seed from your biggest bulbs. So the next step is it's a little hard to do. Not that it's actually hard to do, but it's hard to bring myself to do it, and so I will do that off camera, because it's kind of hard to do with one hand. So I'll be right back.